Gates in motion for race 1 with Dusty Lane Magnum, Jags Racing, Basin View Brad, The Streak, Meadowland Griffey, and Ultimate Hope. A field of 6, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off and pacing in the middle of the track, The Streak, and on the inside, Jags Racing. They battle it out early for that opening lead as they enter the turn for the opening 8th. Getting away in 3rd, that's Dusty Lane Magnum. Basin View Brad is pacing free-legged in 4th. Racing now in 5th, Meadowlands Griffey, and your early trailer is Ultimate Hope. They race down the EPR backstretch on for the opening quarter-mile station, and Stephen Trites has Jags Racing on the front end in 30 and 1/5. Racing a tight 2nd, that's The Streak. Dusty Lane Magnum is eyeing things from 3rd. Racing 4th round that top turn is Basin View Brad. Then comes Meadowland Griffey, Ultimate Hope. They race off the turn now down the stretch for the half. Jags Racing with the lead. No movement yet, and following in 2nd, that's The Streak. Dusty Lane Magnum in 3rd as they approach the half-mile station in 1:01 and 4/5. Into the turn they go for the 5/8. Out in front with that lead is Jags Racing and Stephen Trites. Racing a tight 2nd is The Streak, and out of 3rd there goes Dusty Lane Magnum to challenge those leaders. Following in 4th, Basin View Brad. Then comes Meadowland Griffey and Ultimate Hope getting underway from the back of the pack. They approach 3/4 mile station now, and Jags Racing takes them on past there in 1:33 flat. It's Jags Racing by a length and a quarter. The Streak will need racing room from 2nd. Upon the outside, Dusty Lane Magnum in 3rd. On the outside now, approaching those leaders, here comes Ultimate Hope. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's Jags Racing. The Streak now shakes loose and goes to the outside. Jags Racing on the inside, The Streak on the outside, but Jags Racing goes wire to wire for Trites. Finishing 2nd, The Streak. Ultimate Hope will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:04. Official winner of race number 1, number 2, Jags Racing. A 9-year-old bay pacing gelding by Racing Hanover from the Jaguar Night Dam, Some Nice Jag. Owned and trained by Mel Land of Hopewell Cape. Driven to victory by Stephen Trites, 2 Jags Racing in 2:04 flat, going wire to wire. Gates in motion with Spot the Bullseye, Lanny, Hey You Hellion, Joey's Sidekicks, Carl's Glory, Big Brown Ben, Blue Demon, and Villa Max on the outside. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off from the middle of the track. That is Carl's Glory. Joey's Sidekicks on the inside going for that early lead. They race on into the turn for the opening 8th. Getting away in 3rd, that is landing from the far outside. Villa Max is on the move for Ed Harvey. Racing away in 5th, that is Blue Demon. Spot the Bullseye looks at it from 6, followed by Hey You Hellion, and the trailer is Big Brown Ben. Villa Max wants that front end as they go on past the opening quarter in 29 and 1/5. But Carl's Glory has rebuffed that challenge from Villa Max. Now parked on the outside in 2nd. Racing 3rd and along the cones, that's Joey's Sidekicks. Lanny looks at things from 4th. Racing in 5th, Blue Demon. A gap of 4 lengths back to As they make their way down the lane, Spot the Bullseye. They race on for the half-mile station. And out in front, Barrio and Carl's Glory in 59 and 4/5. Into the turn they go for the 5/8. It's Carl's Glory with the lead. Joey's Sidekicks now racing in second. Still there in third, Villa Max. Racing fourth on the inside, Lenny. Then Blue Demon eyeing the outside from fifth. Then comes Spot the Bullseye. Hey You Hellion to the outside from seventh. And the trailer now going to the outside. Big Brown Ben. But Carl's Glory leads it by 2.5 lengths. In 1:32 flat. It is Carl's Glory with the lead. Up on the outside, Lenny now trying to approach that leader. Racing in third, Joey's Sidekicks. They have 1/8 of a mile left to go, and Carl's Glory, the 2-year-old champion filly from last year, is now racing for the wire. It's Carl's Glory racing in second, Joey's Sidekicks, but it's all Carl's Glory on the front end. Joey's Sidekicks to be second, finishing third. Big Brown Ben. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 3. Back the winner of race 2, number 5, Carl's Glory. 3-year-old brown pacing filly by Carl Spur from the Quick Comeback Dam, Dies Morning Glory. Owned and trained by Andrew Ward of St. John, driven to victory by Gilles Barrio this afternoon in 2:02 and 3. Last weekend, St. John Harness Horsemen's Association 2-year-old filly of the year, number 5, Carl's Glory. His success. And Victory George on the outside. A field of 6, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Provoke Me now firing out of there early on the inside. Yankee Dancer sashaying her way around that first turn. Racing in third as they approach the opening 8. That's Remember the Doe. Racing now away to be a fourth, Fighter Town Pilot. Followed by MD Hardly Success and your early trailer. At the back of the pack is Victory George, and making the front was Yankee Dancer and Phil Reed. Racing now a tight second. Remember the Doe. They race on past the opening quarter in 29 and 4/5. Remember the Doe is now racing in third. Following in fourth as they continue round that top turn is Fighter Town Pilot. Then MD Hardly Success, Victory George, the trailer, as they race on past the 3/8, come off the turn and charge on down the stretch for the half-mile station. Yankee Dancer leads it by a length and a quarter. Provoke Me now racing in second. There's action on the outside. There goes Fighter Town Pilot. 1:01 past the half as they race 3 in, 3 out into the turn for the 5/8. It's Yankee Dancer up on the outside. Fighter Town Pilot takes flight in second. Racing and getting the good trip. That is as they go down the backstretch, Provoke Me, and racing now second over in fourth, MD Hardly Success. Remember the Doe is caught in behind a wall of horses in fifth, and the trailer Victory George. 3/4, 1:32 and 2. It's Yankee Dancer trying to go all the way for Reed, getting closer on the outside. Fighter Town Pilot now 3 wide action. There goes MD Hardly Success, needing racing room from fourth. That's Provoke Me off the turn and down the stretch for home. MD Hardly Success in the 4 wide path on the inside. Provoke Me, MD Hardly Success at the wire. Gonna be MD Hardly Success to win it. Finishing second, Fighter Town Pilot. Remember the Doe got up for the show. Time for the mile, 2:04 and 1. Here is your race 3 winner, number 5, MD Hardly Success. 7-year-old bay pacing gelding by Western Success. From the Kia of Hanover Dam, Hardly Easy, owned by Bill Smith and Wayne Watson of St. John, trained by Rick Allaby, driven to victory by Wayne Watson. That's MD's Hardly Success. First victory of 2013 comes this afternoon on the off-going of 204-1. The gates in motion for race 4 with The Power of Grin, All-American Dazzle, Fun on a Star, Dusty Lane Eli, Valid Appeal, Picking Up Chicks, and A Work of Heart. A field of 7, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Dusty Lane Eli going for that early lead. Fun on a Star on the inside, and All-American Dazzle under a drive as they're 4 wide into that opening turn. It's Dusty Lane Eli with the early lead. Racing up now to be second on the outside. There goes a Valid Appeal now in full flight. Racing third, that is All-American Dazzle. Fun on a Star getting away in fourth. Racing in fifth, that is A Work of Heart. The Power of Grin in sixth. And your trailer Picking Up Chicks. The opening quarter was in 29 3/5, and Mark Haig has put Valid Appeal on the front end. They lead it by 3 open lengths. Dusty Lane Eli now following in second. All-American Dazzle looking at it from third. To the outside from fourth. Eyeing the outside briefly, there was Fun on a Star. Now commits to that outside first overpath. Racing now and following that cover in fifth. That is A Work of Heart. The half was reached in 1 minute 2/5. Into the turn they go for the 5/8. Valid Appeal takes this field on into the turn. Racing in second, Dusty Lane Eli. Fun on a Star now improving, now third, now second, now challenging that leader. It's Valid Appeal. Fun on a Star and up to challenge that leader. Third on the inside is Dusty Lane Eli. Second over in fourth, that's A Work of Heart. Up on the outside, Picking Up Chicks has improved to be fifth. 3/4 in 1:31 4/5. Then All-American Dazzle and the trailer now getting underway. The Power of Grin, but Valid Appeal is turning it on the front end. Dusty Lane Eli racing second once again. Fun on a Star tiring in third. They have an 1/8 of a mile left to go. It's Valid Appeal taking this field on down the lane for home. Up on the outside, Picking Up Chicks is picking up ground, but they're not going to catch. Valid Appeal to win it. Finishing second, Picking Up Chicks. Fun on a Star was third. Time for the mile, 2:03-2. Returning now is your race 4 winner, number 5, Valid Appeal. 8-year-old brown pacing stallion by Albert from the Storm Damaged and Violent Storm. Owned by Natalie Wood of St. John, trained by Gordon White. Driven to victory by Mark Haig in 2:03-2 this afternoon. And that's Valid Appeal's 25th lifetime victory. The gate swings round the turn from the rail out. Dusty Lane Oscar, Lyra, Man in Pink, Ideal Ticket, Night Talker, and Racklin Fine Line. Field of 6, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off from the inside, Dusty Lane Oscar, and on the inside as well, Lyra going out from that early lead. On the outside, now looking for a spot in along the cones. That's Ideal Ticket in third. Coming away in fourth, Man in Pink. Then comes Night Talker, and your early trailer is Racklin Fine Line. The field makes its way up the EPR backstretch and on for the opening quarter-mile station. Wayne Watson has Dusty Lane Oscar on the front end. They lead it by a length and a quarter. The opening quarter was in 29 and 4/5. Racing in second, Lyra under a tight hole, now going to the outside from third. Ideal Ticket is on the move, and following that live cover, there goes Man in Pink, second over in fourth. Then comes Night Talker in fifth. Racklin Fine Line, the trailer. They race off the turn down the lane for the half. On the inside, Dusty Lane Oscar. Ideal Ticket second on the outside as they make their way past the half in 1 minute, 1/5. Into the turn they go for the 5/8. It's Dusty Lane Oscar with the lead. Up on the outside, Ideal Ticket taming aim at that leader. Racing a third on the inside, that is Lyra. Second over in fourth, Man in Pink. Then comes Night Talker and Racklin Fine Line to the outside from the back of the pack. Dusty Lane Oscar has led it every step of the way and takes this field on past the 3/4 in 1:30 and 3/5. It's Dusty Lane Oscar racing in a second, Lyra. Third on the outside, Ideal Ticket now tiring. Night Talkers improved to be fourth as they make their way off the turn and on down the stretch for home. It is Dusty Lane Oscar with the lead. Lyra to the outside now to challenge in deep stretch, but they're not going to catch Dusty Lane Oscar. Dusty Lane Oscar to win it. Finishing second, Lyra. Night Talker will be 3. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Returning with his second winner on the program is driver Wayne Watson with number 1, Dusty Lane Oscar. 9-year-old bay pacing gelding by Pens to Reason from the What a Monster Dam, Dusty Lane Lynn. Owned and trained by Chris Davies of St. John. Dusty Lane Oscar this afternoon. Good trip on the off-going, 2 minutes, 3/5. Recording Dusty Lane Oscar's 44th lifetime victory. Gates in motion for race 6 with I Got a Rocket, Eloquent Desire, Vicky Colleen, Choco du Ruisseau, Armbro Comet, Do You Believe in Me, and East Coast Nico on the outside. A field of 7, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Choco du Ruisseau in the middle of the track as they leave 4 wide into that opening turn. On the inside, that's Eloquent Desire. Vicky Colleen between horses. And from the far outside, there goes East Coast Nico to challenge that leader. East Coast Nico on the outside. Vicky Colleen on the inside as they open up 5 lengths on the rest of the field early. Racing now in third, that's Eloquent Desire as they race on past that opening quarter in 28 and 1/5. Racing away in fourth, that is Choco du Ruisseau. I Got a Rocket looking at it from fifth, followed by Do You Believe in Me, and your trailer is Armbro Comet. They make their way on past the 3/8 mile marker, and Todd Trites has East Coast Nico on the point. Off the turn, down the lane in front of the stand first time. Vicky Colleen racing in second. Here comes the action on the outside. Now Choco du Ruisseau is challenging for that lead. The half was in 1 minute, 4/5. Into the paddock turn they go on the inside. That's East Coast Nico. Choco du Ruisseau now racing in second. Vicky Colleen is locked in third. Fourth on the outside and on the move. There goes I Got a Rocket. Eloquent Desires racing in fifth. Harmbro Comet now on the move from six. And the trailer, Do Ya Believe in Me, as they battle on the front end. On the inside now regaining that length lead past the three-quarters in 1:32 as they make their way around that top turn. Final time is East Coast Nico. East Coast Nico now by just 3/parts of a length. Up on the outside, mounting a challenge once again. That is Choco Duriso, and Vicky Colleen is poised for the stretch drive. It's East Coast Nico. Vicky Colleen ducks down to the passing lane, and on the outside, Choco Duriso. Three of them across the track. East Coast Nico. East Coast Nico to win it. It's tight for second between Vicky Colleen and Choco Duriso. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. Your unofficial winner of race 6, number 7, East Coast Nico. 5-year-old bay pacing gelding by Coast to Coast Yankee from the drop-off dam, Crafty Jewel. Owned by Alan Jones and Norm Legier of Riverview and Shediac. Trained by Alan Jones, driven to victory by Todd Trites this afternoon in 2:03 and 1 for 7 East Coast Nico. The gate swings round the turn from the rail out. Boobro Bashful, Bikini Beach, Flying Cowboy, Dance With Me Molly, Sweet Cam of Mine, KJ's Kenny, Sonona Hanover, and OK Elegant on the outside. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. Here, off and pacing, Bikini Beach on the inside between horses, KJ's Kenny, and on the inside, Boobro Bashful coming away in third. Up on the outside, Sonona Hanover now racing in fourth. Racing fifth in along the rail, that's Flying Cowboy. Up on the outside, OK Elegant. Then comes Dance With Me Molly, and to the outside from the back of the pack, Sweet Cam of Mine. But Bikini Beach is flaunting her stuff on the front end as they race on past the opening quarter in 29 and 1/5. It's Bikini Beach. Up on the outside, KJ's Kenny is getting the cold shoulder. Now racing in second. Racing in third and along the cones, Boobro Bashful. A gap of 4 lengths. Back to Sonona Hanover in fourth. OK Elegant racing in fifth. Then comes Sweet Cam of Mine, Flying Cowboy, and the trailer Dance With Me Molly as they battle on past the half-mile station in 59 and 4/5. It's Bikini Beach on the inside. KJ's Kenny second. Racing third. Hit along the cones. Boobro Bashful. Then Sonona Hanover in fourth. Off stride there went Boobro Bashful, causing confusion. And out of the pack, OK Elegant emerges to be second. Now racing in third, Sweet Cam of Mine. But Bikini Beach, it leads it by 15 lengths. 3/4 reached in 1:30 and 2/5. OK Elegant well back in the second. Racing in third, Sweet Cam of Mine. Boobro Bashful paces once again in fourth. It's Bikini Beach taking the field on past the 7/8 and on down the stretch for home. It's Bikini Beach all alone on the front end. Bikini Beach is going to string the victory together. Bikini Beach the winner. They'll race for place. OK Elegant finishes second, finishing third. Sweet Cam of Mine. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. And ladies and gentlemen, now returning is the winner of race 7, number 2, Bikini Beach, 3-year-old bay pacing filly by Some Beach Somewhere. From the Western Hanover Dam Western Spring, owned by Wayne McRae of Fall River and Gilles Barrio of St. John. Trained and driven to victory. Gilles second on the afternoon in 2 minutes and 3/5, and that's a new record for the good-looking daughter of Some Beach Somewhere, Bikini Beach. The field is assembled once again. Field of 6, top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off from the middle of the track. That's XL Panic. Queens Are Better on the inside. Protects that position on the inside and now takes command. XL Panic now racing in second. Getting away in third, that's Edgewater Shadowfax. Casimir Japa now looking at it from fourth. Racing in fifth, My Bright Penny. Your early trailer is Putnam's Glory, but Queens Are Better has opened up a 5-length lead on XL Panic. Queens Are Better is taking this field on past the opening quarter in 29 2/5. XL Panic now getting closer from second. A gapped out third to Edgewater Shadowfax. Casimir Japa racing in fourth, followed by My Bright Penny, and your trailer is Putnam's Glory. Off the turn they come down the lane for the half. It's Queens Are Better on the front end, little rough gated there. Racing in second, XL Panic as they make their way on past the half in 1 minute 1/5. Edgewater Shadowfax is looking at it from third to the outside from fourth. There goes Casimir Japa. Racing now in fifth. That is My Bright Penny and the trailer Putnam's Glory. Down the backstretch, they race for the 3/4 and Queens Are Better has opened up on the front end now by 5.5 lengths. XL Panic under a drive from second. Edgewater Shadowfax in third. 3/4 reached in 1:30 and 1/5. It's Queens Are Better racing in second. XL Panic. A wall of 3 horses vying for the third spot. Putnam's Glory is widest of all. Now fourth, now third. They race off the turn and down the stretch for home. It's Queens Are Better. XL Panic in second. Putnam's Glory in the middle of the track third. Queens Are Better. You're not going to beat Queens Are Better today. Finishing second, XL Panic. Putnam's Glory was third. Time for the mile, 2:01. Returning now is the winner of race number 8, number 2, Queens Are Better. 5-year-old brown pacing mare by Dragon Again from the Cam's Card Shark Dam drawing card. Owned by Daniel, Stephen and Amy Krause and Dave Silliphant. Trained by Brian Embleton. Driven to victory by Gilles Berriot, his third of the afternoon. Queens Are Better in 2:01. The gate swings round the turn with Cass Hall, Bean's Legacy, Michael's Pleasure, East Coast Down, Miss Paula D, I'm All Sporty, and Casimir Bad Moon Rising. A field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. Pair off and pacing. Cass Hall on the inside grabs the early lead, getting away in a second. As they enter the turn is Michael's Pleasure. Racing away in third, now ducking to the outside, ducking to the inside rather. That is I'm All Sporty. East Coast Down looks at it from fourth. Up on the outside, Casimir Bad Moon Rising now racing in fifth, followed by Bean's Legacy, and your early trailer is Miss Paula D. It's Cass Hall with Mike Downey. Past the opening quarter in 29 2/5. Racing in second, that's Michael's Pleasure. A gapped out third to I'm All Sporty. Up on the outside and continuing to improve, that's Casimir Bad Moon Rising. Racing in fifth, East Coast Down, followed by Miss Paula D. The trailer is Bean's Legacy. They race down the lane for the half, and Cass Hall showing the way on the front end. Take just field past the half in 59 3/5. Michael's Pleasure under whip tap urging in the second. Racing in third, that's I'm All Sporty. Around that lower turn for the 5/8, they race. Up on the outside, Casimir Bad Moon Rising now racing in third. Back to fourth, that is I'm All Sporty. They race down the backstretch for the 3/4, and Cass Hall has led it every step of the way. Michael's Pleasure getting the good trip in second. 3/4 in 1:30 and 3/5. It is Cass Hall, Michael's Pleasure racing a tight second. Up on the outside, Casimir Bad Moon Rising continuing to improve. On the inside, I'm All Sporty, then Miss Polity as they fan out for the stretch drive. It is Cass Hall ducking to the inside. There goes Michael's Pleasure. Cass Hall up on the outside, Casimir Bad Moon Rising, but Cass Hall prevails, finishing second. Casimir Bad Moon Rising finishing third. Michael's Pleasure. Time for the mile, 2:02. Returning now is the winner of race number 9, number 1, Cass Hall, 9-year-old bay pacing stallion by Blissful Hall. From the Walton Hanover Dam, Cassie Ann Key. Owned by Dr. Mitch Downey of St. John, trained and driven to victory by Mike Downey. This afternoon in 2:02 flat, going wire to wire for 1, Cass Hall. The gates in motion for race 10 with RE's Andrew. I wish, full of finesse, forever finesse. Hustler Hall and Rockstar by Emma. A field of 6. Top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off, full of finesse, in a blink of an eye, takes command. Racing now in second, I wish, getting away in third as they make their way into that paddock turn is Hustler Hall. Now racing in fourth, RE's Andrew, followed by Forever Finesse, and your early trailer is Rockstar by Emma. They race up the PR backstretch, and Todd Trites has put Full of Finesse on the front end. They lead it by 3 1/4 lengths. Racing now in second, I wish, on past the opening quarter in 30 1/5. Now racing in third and getting closer to those leaders as they make their way around that top turn. That is Hustler Hall. Gapped out fourth to RE's Andrew. To the outside from fifth, there goes Forever Finesse and the trailer Rockstar by Emma. They race off the turn down the lane for the half. Full of Finesse, the leader. Now up on the outside, there goes Hustler Hall, a challenge. In the half was in 1:01 and 1. They race 3 in, 3 out into the paddock turn for the 5/8. It's Full of Finesse. Up on the outside, Hustler Hall now engages that leader. I wish, getting the good trip from third. Second over in fourth, Forever Finesse. Then racing in fifth, RE's Andrew and Rockstar by Emma. The field tightens up as they approach 3/4. It's Full of Finesse. Taking them on past there in 1:31 and 3/5. It's Full of Finesse just by a head. Up on the outside, Hustler Hall battling for that lead. I wish, getting closer from third and will need the passing lane. Forever Finesse now fans out 3 wide for the stretch drive. It's Full of Finesse, the leader. Forever Finesse on the outside. Hustler Hall in between horses. Hustler Hall, Forever Finesse. Hustler Hall to win it. Finishing second, Forever Finesse. I wish, was third. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 2. Winner on the program is Gilles Barrio, this time with number 5, Hustler Hall. 9-year-old bay pacing gelding by Blissful Hall from the Jate Lobel Dam, Molly Chico. Hustler Hall is owned by Paul Sewell of Rosedale, trained by Colleen Clancy, and driven to victory by Gilles Barrio in 2:02 and 2, and that's Hustler Hall's second consecutive victory. Things round the turn from the rail out. After lunch, Larry, Gordy Hennessy, Dance Hanover, Lonnie Stokes, Man Racing Joe, Gilberto, Ace on the River, Todd Treitz, and Hyperion Blue Chip, Mike Downey. A field of 5. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Go time. They're off. After lunch, Larry on the inside grabs that early lead up on the outside. Man Racing Joe is engaging that leader. Coming away in the third is Dance Hanover. Racing now in fourth. Ace on the River, your early trailer, is Hyperion Blue Chip. Gordy Hennessy has taken advantage of that rail position and has put After Lunch Larry on the front end. They lead it by a length and 3/4. Man Racing Joe now racing in second as they go on past the opening quarter in 29 1/5. Racing in third, Dance Hanover. Ace on the River is following in fourth, and Hyperion Blue Chip, your early trailer. They continue round that top turn on past the 3/8 mile station. Now off the turn and down the lane for the half. It's After Lunch Larry. Racing in second, Man Racing Joe. Gapped out third to Dance Hanover. The field approaches and past the half-mile station in 1 minute 1/5. Racing in third, that's Dance Hanover. Ace on the River. No one has moved yet. The trailer is Hyperion Blue Chip. After Lunch Larry is being chased by as they make their way down the backstretch for the 3/4. That's Man Racing Joe in second. There's action from the backfield. There goes Ace on the River, now fourth, now third, now challenging those leaders. 3/4 in 1:31 1/5. It is After Lunch Larry with the lead. Ace on the River now joining that leader on the front end. On the inside, that is Man Racing Joe, and Hyperion Blue Chip now fanning out 3 wide for the stretch drive. It's After Lunch Larry. On the outside, Ace on the River, Hyperion Blue Chip, but on the inside, Man Racing Joe surges up to get the win, finishing second. Hyperion Blue Chip finishing third was Ace on the River. Time for the mile, 2 minutes, 4/5. On the program is Gilberto, this time with number 3, Man Racing Joe. 8-year-old brown pacing gelding by Racing Hanover. From the Jean Hanover Dam, Eureka Beckett. Owned by Nancy Green of Fredericton. Trained by Brian Embleton. That's Brian's second training victory of the afternoon and driven to victory by Gilberto. 2 minutes, 4/5 for 3, Man Racing Joe. Gates in motion for race 12 with St. Paddy's Love. Hotshot Mindale. 7 Signs. Going to the Chapel. Magical Alex. Ultimate Spirit. And Lucky in Love on the outside. A field of 7. Top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Magical Alex in the middle of the track grabs the early lead from the outside. Ultimate Spirit. And on the inside, Going to the Chapel, getting away in third. Racing in fourth, that's St. Paddy's Love. Hotshot Mindale looking at it from fifth. 7 Signs follows in sixth. And your early trailer is Lucky in Love. But Todd Treitz has put Magical Alex on the front end. They lead it by a length and 3/4. Racing now in second, Ultimate Spirit, as they go on past the opening quarter-mile station in 29 2/5. Going to the Chapel, racing a tight third, gapped out fourth to St. Paddy's Love. Racing in fifth, Hotshot Mindale. Then comes 7 Signs, and getting underway from the back of the pack, there goes Lucky in Love. Off the turn now, down the lane for the half. Out in front with the lead, Magical Alex is trying to go all the way for Trites. Racing now in the second, Ultimate Spirit, as they race on past the half in 101 flat. Into the turn they go. There's action on the outside. Hot Shot Mindale is out of third now to join those leaders, but Magical Alex leads it by a length and 3/4. Up on the outside, Hot Shot Mindale is battling it out for second, with Ultimate Spirit in third. Racing now in fourth, going to the chapel. Lucky in Love is stalled out in fifth. On the inside, St. Patty's Love, then Seven Signs. 3/4 was in 132 flat. Magical Alex under a drive on the front end. Racing in second, that's Hot Shot Mindale. Looking for racing room in the third. Ultimate Spirit. And on the outside, Lucky in Love, as they race off the turn past the 7/8 and on down the stretch for home. With the lead, Magical Alex. On the inside, now racing Magical Alex. It's going to be Magical Alex to win it. Finishing second, Hot Shot Mindale. Lucky in Love will be 3. Time for the mile, 2:02 and 2. Returning with his second winner on the program is Todd Trites, this time with number 5, Magical Alex. 6-year-old bay pacing gelding by Harrods from the Magical Mike Dan Magical Ball. Owned and trained by Bob McNeil of St. John, driven to victory by Todd Trites. This afternoon, going wire to wire, 2:02 and 2, recording Magical Alex's 25th lifetime victory. Congratulations to the winning connections of 5, Magical Alex.